What's up guys, I'm Metasly, and today we're back with episode 3 of the 1000 Hour Final Fantasy Challenge. If you're new to the series and want to get caught up, you can check out the playlist for the entire challenge on my channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so we left off last time having just reached Melmond. So we cleared everything in the town, got all of the magic and items that we wanted, and now I believe we're supposed to head southwest. I'm trying to loosely follow the guide so I can see where to go, but not exactly what we do when we get there, so there's still the element of surprise a little bit. So we'll go ahead and make our way to the southwest and see what we find. Gotta say, I am tired of getting poisoned by everything all the time.
Oh, right, the poison.
Alright, oh, I forgot to get rid of the poison. Good thing we got plenty of antidotes. Alright. I think we're looking for a cave down here. And there's a cave, so that must be where we're going.
You sure about that?
Oh wow, after we fight a bunch of undead. That is so nice to have. Alright, let's see what is in the cave. Ooh. Giant's Cave. So this must be the guy that they were saying would eat different stones. You shall not pass.
You shall not pass!
We do get random encounters inside the cave. That is good to know. So let's see. He just says we can't pass. So I'm not sure what to do now. Maybe we'll go outside and just walk and see what we find. The ghouls are very, very puny. Okay. Maybe something on this little peninsula. Nope. Where the heck do we go? I might peek just real quick.
Just a peek.
So I looked and apparently I was at the wrong cave, so that would be the issue that we were having. So we'll go ahead and take out these guys real quick and then find the right cave and then head to it. So I think the right cave is down here actually. Yes, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and flee from the spiders because I am tired of getting poisoned. So as you can see, I added a timer for the whole challenge so we can see how much time it's been through the entire thing. From start to finish, all of the Final Fantasies in order, 100%, should end up being a long timer. So let's see, let's just look at the map and see where we're supposed to go. I'm not going to follow a guide for every little thing we do. But we have 2 doors at the bottom, 1 at the top, and then stairs leading down. So let's go ahead and start out with the door at the top and see what's in it. Gargoyles. Gotta love the black mage. All right. Cobras. More stuff to get poisoned from. I don't remember the first time playing through this getting poisoned in like every other fight, but apparently it's a thing. And we killed him before we could get poisoned, so no big deal. I wish we could do poison to the bad guys. We might be able to, and I'm just not remembering how. Maybe a spell. Monsters in the chest. Earth Elemental. I'm not sure what this guy would be weak to, if anything. So as of now, I'm just going to go ahead and fight normally and see what happens. I don't see any of these doing more damage than others. But we'll go ahead and use Blizzica on him and see how it works. Blizzara, excuse me. Not that well. Pretty strong. Don't really have anything to attack him with the white mage, so we'll just go ahead and keep healing for now and then keep doing damage with our other 3 characters. I don't want to use all of our higher level spells yet, but let's try out 1 fire gun and see how it works. I mean, we're doing quite a bit of damage, so don't know how much HP this guy has, but I don't foresee it being a problem. Okay, yeah, that was very good. Very well worth it. Still no level ups. But in the chest we have almost 2,000 gil. So let's go ahead and heal up with some potions. Now we'll head to the other two doors at the bottom. I forgot about sprinting somehow. Curious to see what is in the chest. I'm assuming more fights, but maybe we'll get some decent armor or something. Let's see, you gotta go this way, I believe. Yeah, the other way is the stairs. We will do that last. Minotaur. Alright, we're finally getting to see some new enemies too. It's been a while. I'm assuming he hits pretty hard. Okay, maybe not. I mean, he did hit the highest defense character we have, and he died very quickly. Okay, well, he looked a lot tougher than he was. More gargoyles. Alright, made it to the first door, and two chests. Monsters. I wonder if they both have monsters. Another earth elemental. Maybe this is... I'm trying to remember. I think they called this in the guide the Cavern of Earth, so it's probably got a bunch of earth elementals in all of the chests. And we're going to go ahead and use our highest level fire on him. Firaga. It's hard to remember. There's fire, Firaga. I don't remember what the other ones are, the different levels. More levels up. And in the chest we have a potion. Wow, not worth it. 880 gil. I mean, it is worth it because we have to get all of the chests for the challenge. But as far as the chest itself, if I were just playing a vanilla playthrough, I'd probably skip over it if I knew what was in it. But anyway, on to the next. Hopefully something a little more useful in it. More spiders to poison us. And we got poisoned.
Poisoned.
Go ahead and heal up real quick. And two chests here as well. More monsters. Is it an earth elemental? It is. It's kind of like a replay of the Pisca Demons. If you didn't see the fight with the Pisca Demons, or fights I should say, you could check it out in the previous videos. Nice crit. Didn't even need to use the fire gun. Probably should have been saving those, but I think we'll be okay. 800 gil. More monsters. Another earth elemental. These guys look a lot tougher than they really are, which is nice. So, in the chest we have an antidote. Oh wow, another really useful room there. Okay, let's go ahead and heal up again, and then we'll head to the stairs. Got 46 more potions. I'll have to make sure we don't go through so many and forget to heal that we run out, but I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. Alright, more bats. Kiki, they say. Hill Gigas. Am I saying Gigas right? Not really sure, but he looks pretty cool. Gigas? Gigas? Let's see. Here we need to go. Holy cow, it's a big floor. Need to go all the way over to the right for that one door. Stairs at the bottom and another door all the way at the bottom. Okay, so we'll go right first. Gonna be a lot of fights to get there. I was thinking there was no way we could run out of potions, but if there's this many fights, who knows? A Minotaur and some trolls. I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't look like a troll to me. It's like a Hulk meets Macho Man Randy Savage type of character. And apparently they heal after each round. This Pixel Remaster version is definitely the more casual way to play this game, because I remember the first time playing through here, every dungeon was like a big ordeal to try to make sure I had enough equipment and enough potions, and had to keep track of how much HP each enemy had because I didn't want to waste attacks and so many different things. But on this version you can just kind of breeze through, which is nice. A lot more casual, and since I've already played it once on the regular version on the NES, don't really need to obsess over every little detail trying to get through each one. So very fun playing this version. Except for all of these wolf fights. Alright, made it to the first door. Almost. We'll see what's in the chest. Oh, 3 chests, even better. 330 gil. Okay, which one is going to have the guy in it? Tint, coral sword, neither. Okay, and the coral sword, I seem to remember being pretty good. It has the same exact stats as the worm killer, but our thief can use it, and it is a decent amount better for him. So, also it's more effective against aquatic enemies, so that'll be nice. I guess in theory. Oh, I forgot I can look at the item description for the worm killer, and it says it is more effective against dragons. So I was wondering that in the last video when I got it, and it's good to have confirmation. Nether Hill Gigas. Should I say Gigas or Gigas? I'm going to say Gigas and just hope it's right. If it's not, let me know in the comments. So now, all the way to the bottom, we're going to skip the steps for now. I'm assuming that's the way to progress in the dungeon, so we'll do that last. All the way down. I also like how the animation for each weapon is different, so you can tell which one you have when you attack. I don't know if that was in the original version or not, but let's heal up real quick before we move on. We are rolling through these potions pretty quickly. Especially when we have to fight every 3 steps. Could turn the encounters off, but I don't really want to do that because it feels super lame and also won't get near as much XP that way. And this is the way it's meant to be played, doing the encounters like this, so. Okay. Oh. Could it be? Oh, it's Earth Elemental. I guess the little character sprite when we came in the door was just a generalized enemy character. That's the same one that they used for the Pisco Demons in the Marsh Cave. I was kind of hoping to find more just because it would be funny, but this makes a lot more sense. Okay, 3 chests. We have 575 gil, a leather shield, and 5,000 gil. Can anyone else carry a shield? It does not look like it. So, any shields we have that are less than what we are carrying we'll be able to sell. Okay, on to the stairs. We're progressing through here pretty quickly, especially once I edit out all these fights for you guys, or at least the majority of them. For such a big floor, we're going through pretty quickly. I love the simplicity of this game. I know that there's not as many features as in some of the newer games, and RPGs, generally speaking, have way more nowadays than they did back when this came out, but there's something about playing the old... Where are my antidotes? There it is. There's something about playing the old RPGs that I really like a lot.
I like it a lot.
They really should have made like one of the bats say something different than all of the rest. That would be pretty funny. A little Easter egg. Let's see. Down we go. Whoops. Pressing the wrong buttons. So many wolves. Very happy with our team so far. Doing a lot of damage physically, and even the Black Mage is doing decent physical damage with the power staff, and his spells are pretty cool. So very happy with how it's going so far. So, floor 3, we have 1, 2 doors, 3, 4 doors, 5, 6, 7 doors. Okay, we got our work cut out for us here, so we'll start with the closest one. More Pisca Demons. Anytime I see them, it's going to make me so happy now. Even though they are so weak now. Okay. First door, we have 1 chest. Probably monsters? Nope. A sleeping bag. What does a sleeping bag do? Sleeping bag partially restores the party's HP. Can only be used in the field. Okay. So it's like probably a lesser version of the tent. Cockatrices. I assume they petrify. They usually do. Which is never fun. I don't think I have any items to unpetrify, so I probably should have... Yep, I should have fleed. But at least they keep aiming for the warrior, even though he's not able to be hit, so... That'll actually kind of work out in my favor. Kinda. Not really? But at least only one person got petrified, so. Gold needle. I wonder if that will unpetrify us. I bet it will. The gold needle does cure stone. Okay, so we'll need to make sure we grab some of those next time that they're in a store somewhere. But thankfully, that guy dropped one after petrifying us. Okay. Where was the next door? We've got around, down, and to the right.
Bring it around town!
Man, there are so many fights in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and flee from this one because it could be a lot of damage we take here. Still might be if we don't get away fast enough, but that wasn't bad. Do, 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 do. Okay. Second door has one chest with monsters. Earth Elemental again. And easy again. So the chest has a gold needle. Good, we'll need that. Most likely. So now back up and around.
I smell red in here!
More ogres. At least we only took one hit again. Need to heal up. And now we're down to 25 potions. I don't remember how many we started with, but it was quite a few. Always need a huge stockpile of them, because you only have so many cures. Okay, in this door we have one chest with 3,400 gil. That's pretty good. Ochre jelly. Wonder what it does. Dies quickly, that's what it does. Guess we won't find out. I'm assuming it had some kind of fire attack to go with the color of it. Not sure what ochre means, but... Okay, next door. Get out of the way.
Get out of my way!
Another bad guy. I don't know if we get anything for fighting this guy since he's just standing here and it's not actually a chest. But we will see. And nothing. Bats don't say anything different either. Okay. So, one more door on our way to what I assume is the final door. Pisca demons. Alright. So, this door has one chest with an earth elemental. And we get another 1,000 gil. That's pretty good. We are up to 40,000 gil already. Holy cow. That may not go very far, but it sure sounds like a lot. And more Pisca demons. Don't really have a good reason to like the Pisca demons so much. It was just funny after the last episode, the way they kept just popping up everywhere in the marsh cave. And their sprites look really cool. Alright, so we have a special bat. I'm assuming this will be a boss fight. So, let's go ahead and heal up. And we are down to 13 potions now already. Holy cow. All things in this world are destined to end in death.
Blah, blah, blah.
The seal cannot be broken, and so the earth shall rot. He said world, but he didn't have an accent on any of the other worlds. You cannot alter destiny. Mere mortals cannot kill the undying. We will see about that. The vampire.
Vampire? Vampire?
Curious what attacks he has. Let's go ahead and use Fire Rig on him. Not sure if we'll need it. Might be overkill. Maybe not. He hits pretty hard. Okay. I didn't even get a chance to use it. Alright.
How long is this going to take?
Okie dokie. And in his chest is the Star Ruby. Alright, now, since we already know where the giant is, we'll go feed this to the giant and he should let us through his cave. After one more fight with ochre jellies. I think this should just bring us to the surface here. Stone slab is set in the floor and evil force seems to emanate from within. Okay, I was mistaken. I remember now, or at least I think I remember that we have to come back here later with something. So, there is no warp out of here. And I don't think we ever got that spell to where we can teleport out either. Because our black mage wasn't able to get it yet until he becomes a wizard. So I think that might mean we have to walk all the way out of here. That is unfortunate. But thankfully for you guys, I can edit that out. So I will get back to the giant and then I'll be back with you guys. Alright, we are back to the Giant's Cave, and also I stopped by Melman and rested to heal up all the characters, and I had planned to get more potions, but I didn't realize there's not an item shop in Melman. So we are currently down to 3 potions. So we'll see how long that lasts us. I don't think we have to fight this guy, and I have no idea what's after him. You have Star Ruby? Give me Star Ruby and I let you pass. Deal. Crunch munch. Nothing tastier than rubies. Cutscene's almost as slow as King Zora scooting out of the way on Ocarina of Time. So let's see, is there anything? There is a door down at the bottom that we need to get in here before we move on. And of course we get poisoned one more time before we get there. Get rid of the poison real quick. And probably 2 or 3 more fights before we get to the door. Or not. Alright, that's pretty nice. 4 chests in here. I'm curious if they have enemies in them. A great axe. Some gil, some more gil, and a mithril helm. All right, let's beef up our warrior with those, I would assume. Great axe, more attack, slightly less accuracy. I'm not too worried about the accuracy. I don't know if it affects the number of hits that you do in one attack, but I think we're going to go ahead and try it out. And then mithril helm. Let's see if anyone else can wear it. Does not look like it, so mithril helm going on. Make him even beefier. Good find for the warrior. So let's see what are up the stairs. The exit. All right. What can we find here? Hoping we don't need too many potions wherever it is we're going, because no way of getting them here. That sounds really cool, the attack with the axe. It's nice they have different animations per weapon and also different sound effects for each weapon. That's pretty crazy. Oh man, I think this is a dungeon and we're going to need more potions here. Which means probably going to get to do more backtracking, which is a bummer for me, but at least for you guys it's not a big deal. Oh, where? Let's see. Sage's Cave. Oh, okay. Well, this does not look like a dungeon, judging by the happy, cheerful music on the little toy piano. Anything in the pots? I don't know if there can be things in pots on here. Doesn't look like it. Kind of strange to have just an empty room like that. The Sage. So you are the ones who defeated the vampire, eh? He was but a servant. The beast corrupting the earth crystal lurks much deeper within the cavern. Here, take this staff with you and use it behind the vampire's chamber. More backtracking. We now have the way to open that little tile that was in there. So we got the earth rod, and now we get to go all the way back there. So we climbed all the way out, brought the ruby to the giant, came here just to get the item to go back through all 3 floors and back into the cave to progress. So, guess what I get to do?
Please tell us.
I get to go all the way back to a town that has an item store. Probably means I'll have to sail to one if I remember correctly. And then stock up on potions, heal up, make it back to the cave, go down the 3 floors and back to that tile. And, alright, and then we'll pick it up there. Alright, so we finally made it back to this tablet here. So also while I was out, I picked up a whole bunch of items. So I'm full on potions, got some high potions, an X potion, plenty of antidotes, some more gold needles, just a whole bunch of stuff. So we picked up a bunch of items, rested up, refilled all our magic. Also in Melmond, I bought Diaga and Curiga for the white level 5 magic. So we have our white level 5 full. And also I decided to switch back to the Worm Killer with Loto because it seems like it does a lot more damage than the axe. Not really sure why. Maybe it's the accuracy. But either way, we have all of that done, and now we're finally ready to clear this stone and go even farther into this temple. Into this dungeon, I should say. So, basement number 4. We have one door so far. Oh, that's a big floor. 2 doors, and then we move on. So we will start by going to the top, to the store. Stocked up to 99 potions in the previous town before coming here, and got quite a few left, but going to go through quite a few as well, I feel like. Been running away from any cockatrices I find because I know we have gold needles now, so if we get petrified, it's not the end of the world, but I really don't want to use them if I don't have to. I only have 3 of them. Also, we need to make sure we don't run away from too many fights that have new enemies that we haven't fought before, because in the Pixel Remaster version of this game, there is a bestiary, so if we're going to get 100%, I feel like we need to finish the bestiary too. So we need to kill at least one of every kind of enemy in the game. Let's look at that real quick. So here's the bestiary. You can see we missed something here between werewolf and ghoul. Not really sure what that would be, but there is a lot still left to do. Lots of different enemies. So we got to make sure we kill one of each, and if we get to the end of the game and we're missing a few, it won't be hard to look up and see which ones we're missing and go track them down. But we have a lot of chests in here to get. Hyenodon and some ogres. Ogre mage even. Haven't fought the ogre mage or the hyenodons yet, so I don't know how tough any of them are. Apparently those aren't that tough. They may hit hard though. I think that's the first time, no, it's the second time anything's even tried to cast dark so far. Everything in this game has poison, but very little use dark so far. So the first chest in this room has a staff. I think that's just a basic staff. Yeah, just a basic staff, so pretty useless. More monsters. More hyenodons and ogres. Ooh, blink. I think that raises evasion if I remember correctly. Kind of neat to see the enemies actually do something other than just attack and poison. Didn't raise his evasion that much. And here we have 3,400 gil. Even after spending all the gil that I did in the towns on the items and the magic and everything, we still have almost 50,000. So I think we're at the point that gil isn't going to be too big of an issue for anything. But we got more gil there and more monsters here. Oh, new enemies. Sphinx. Don't know what they do. They hit hard, that's what they do. Okay, not that hard. And they don't have that much health either, so either they've got something that they're holding back, or that's just an easy fight. Not hard at all, but that's okay. So now we have a lot more gil and more monsters. More sphinxes. And more gil. Okay. So that was a pretty good room overall. And now we have a long way down to go to the next door. Holy cow, that is quite the hodgepodge of enemies. Definitely going to use a spell that damages all of them at once. Probably going to take a lot of damage here too. I mean, I know it's just like werewolves and goblin guards are not hard. Lizards I don't think are hard either. Hillgeiga's not particularly that hard either, but with this many of them it could be a challenge. I highly doubt it though. We'll just use Fyra, just the lowest level fire that we can. Pick off the weaklings. That was enough to kill almost everything. That's crazy. Heal up real quick. And keep going down to the door. Man, it is a long way over there.
A few moments later.
Alright, made it down to the bottom door. Quite a few chests and full of monsters. More of these fights. So, easy fight, and in the chest we have a tent. Here we have more monsters. I wonder if all three have monsters. Probably so. Also found out that... What? That's insane. Oh, it didn't last long. I thought we were just going to keep getting pelted. Was not expecting that to happen, but... Alright, so anyway, this chest has a mithril shield. Awesome. Okay, let's see how good that is. So, it is 4 better defense. Okay, that's not bad. Need to get him as beefy as we can, so... And more monsters. It seems like most of the items we've been finding have worked for the warrior lately. And then everyone else just kind of gets the hand-me-downs. But we'll see if that changes with this chest. We have more gil, which is good. Still no equipment for mages or anything like that, but that's okay. So now we'll go ahead and finish off these last couple fights that we're going to have to do on our way up to the stairs to go even deeper into this dungeon. Oh, took a little bit of a wrong turn. I don't think we're going to make it to the stairs without another encounter. Yep, just barely. Alright. Wonder how much farther we have to go. It's one door, and that's it. So I'm assuming that that'll be the boss fight. Just up and around. Is that whole other path to the right that's really all just nothing?
It's a trap!
Man, I'm so glad there's a map. Because even if I would have went the right way the first time, I would have been wondering if I was missing anything, and I would have had to get all the chests for the 100%. So I would have wandered all the way up there for nothing, fought all these fights, and there are a lot of fights even just following the map. So, very glad that we can use it and see where to go. And I wasn't paying attention to my HP, so now Eric is down. But we can finally resurrect with our white mage, so it's not that big a deal, even though it's aggravating. The little cherub animation. I wonder if that was in the original game. Trying to remember back to when I played through on the NES, what things have changed, little bits and pieces. It's kind of hard to remember though, because it's been years since I've played. But before we go down again with Eric, and it seems like it's always Eric that dies. Maybe not always, but a lot. Let's go ahead and heal up. So... on we go to hopefully the last room. And right before we go in, another fight. So handy to have. What do you guys think of an all-white mage run sometime? Maybe after we finish this. Probably going to have to take some breaks in between some of the games for this run and do some extra videos. So maybe that's something we could do as an all-white mage run. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. So it looks like we're going to get a gym here. So let's go ahead and heal up completely before we take this guy on. Still got 65 potions left, so we're in pretty darn good shape for exploring too. Who speaks to me?
Who's speaking?
I am he who feeds on the power of earth. I will not be disturbed by mortal men. I am the Lich, Fiend of Earth. That looks pretty cool. Got new music too. I know I'm always commenting on the music, but it is so good. I'm not sure what this guy is weak to, or if he's undead.
Duh.
Let's go ahead and take a chance that he is undead and use Diaga on him. And then we'll use our highest level black magic too. He took a lot of damage from that, so that's very good to use. A lot of damage from that too, so the spells are definitely the way to go here. I don't know if it's worth getting rid of slow, like trying to use magic to heal him from slow. Don't have anything to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter, but just curious. Oh, dang. Okay, so slow. Geez, slow might be that it gives you less hits per attack, so that is a big deal if that is the case. But thankfully we have these spells that we can keep hitting them with, because the physical damage is really not doing much at all. I have one more Diaga and 2 more Fyrigas. So hopefully that'll be enough. Should be. He's not really doing much damage per turn, and even when he slows us, he's not doing damage actually, so. Is that it, really? Alright, well, we got the first Fiend down and got the first crystal already. It's a fun fight, but it's super short and easy, so. I remembered him being a lot bigger deal the first time I played through this game. But we have the Crystal of Earth now. And I believe that portal behind is how we get out of here, so we won't have to walk all the way out, thankfully, this time. This is the altar of Earth from which the power of Earth flows forth. So we don't actually get... Okay, we empower our crystals. Okay, so we empower our crystals that we already have. I was wondering how that worked. I thought we already had them, but then we were going to get them, but that makes a lot more sense that we're recharging them, so to speak. So we have the Earth Cave completely done now. That feels pretty good. All right, making some progress. So now I think we go back to Melmond and then sail from there. I'm going to look at the guide and see which direction to go. I don't want to get too many spoilers of what's coming up. Obviously, I'll get a few here and there, but I want to know which direction to go so I'm not just sailing aimlessly. So let me look real quick.
See here.
All right, so we got to go back to Melmond and then sail southeast around the continent. And I went the wrong way right there. I guess it works, just kind of a long way around. So I will go ahead and go back to Melmond and then rest up. And I'll meet you guys there. All right, so we are all rested up and ready to go. So now we sail... Oh my gosh. After one more fight with tarantulas, we'll sail southwest around the continent and find a town there. Now we'll sail. So southeast around the continent where Cornelia is. So we got to go back through the channel.
Nope.
So it said, yeah, I think we got to go back through this little channel here. And then wrap around the island that Cornelia is on. It said, I don't see on the map how that would work exactly, but I guess we'll head that way and see. Do. Hopefully we find it sooner rather than later so we don't have to keep fighting everything. So there's Cornelia, I think. So we gotta go around here, and somewhere over here there's a port. I don't know if we're supposed to keep going southwest or what, so I guess we'll just keep following land until we figure it out. It'd be really nice if after a while it stopped giving you the encounters with the lesser enemies, but I guess really that wouldn't work very well, because then if you didn't have the bestiary filled out and you wanted to have it filled out, then you wouldn't be able to, so... Guess I should be thankful it doesn't do that. Don't want anything to be missable. There is a town, so hopefully that's it. Man, that was way too easy of a fight. Oh, it looks like we've already been here, according to the map. Which town is this? Provoca. Okay, yep. No wonder the pirates here were so weak. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and rest and buy some items, and then I'll be right back to the ship. The guide said sail southwest of the island that had Cornelia, and we kind of curved up after that, so I guess we'll just keep sailing, southeast, not southwest. So I guess we'll just keep sailing southeast and see what we find. Wonder if we could see on the map where that port is. There is a port down at the bottom, but I don't think that's it either. I guess we'll just keep on and see what we find. Can't go through there. I am really not sure where we're supposed to go. Here's a port, but isn't this... That's just Elfheim down here. I'm not sure we went the right way. I'm going to look at a map real quick to see where this is at.
Can you see that map again?
So the town we're looking for is called Crescent Lake, and I guess I should have seen that it is in the bottom right corner of the map right there, where the lake that looks like a crescent is. So, gonna have to go a long way around to get there. So I'll go ahead and sail to the port, and then I'll get back with you guys so you don't have to watch all of that. All right, finally made it to the port, and immediately have to get out and fight, and some guys that I can be poisoned by. So let's go ahead and finish these guys off real quick, and then we'll make our way over to the town. Alright, on we go. I think we have to go down this way to get to the town in the middle of the lake. Ankhed.
Gesundheit!
No idea where they would have came up with that name. Giant centipedes, in other words. I wonder if they poison us too. They do. Alright, poison everywhere in this game. In the later Final Fantasy games, the other status effects become a lot more of a big deal. Like, I remember in Final Fantasy X, some of the boss fights just getting owned by all of their spells. But in this game, it's pretty much just poison that does anything. Poison, sometimes sleep and stun, those can be frustrating too. Like that time in the, I believe it was the first video, where I got slept and then lost the fight because of it. Go ahead and heal our poison again, and probably ought to heal up our HP too. Alright, finally made it to the town. Crescent Lake. So let's start off by resting, and then we'll see what the town has. Okay, we should be good on items for now. See if there's any good armor. Hopefully some shields. Mail, no, already have that. Ooh, okay, the thief can carry the buckler. Don't even really need to look too much at stats. He can carry it and it's a shield, that's good. We got some better gloves for our warrior, so go ahead and equip everything. +2 defense from the gloves, and then finally a shield for Eric. The chance for him to be able to block is going to be really nice. So that is all of the best armor we can get up to this point, I believe. At least from what we found in the stores. So we always got to check the gravestones. And that should just be the church. We don't need to revive anyone. So we've got magic left and weapons to get. So let's check for weapons first. Crappy knife, a mithril sword. Let's see, it's got 23 attack, 15 accuracy. Versus 19 and 15 on the Worm Killer. So it is a decent amount better. So let's go ahead and buy the mithril sword. The hammer can go to the mage. I don't remember if there is a disadvantage to using the hammer instead of a staff. The axe, there's a better axe too, but we just bought the sword, and the axes don't seem like they do very many hits. So we're just going to go with the hammer for the mage and equip both of those, and then go look for some magic. The hammer is significantly better, so we're definitely going to equip it. It is interesting that they just let a white mage use a hammer for apparently no reason. I guess there's a reason, but... So, also for the white mage, we got Curing Stone. That would be really nice, but we could just buy gold needles, so I don't know if that's worth it. Exit, we definitely want it, but we can't use it until we become a wizard. Protera raises the party's defense, and Invisera. So before we buy any of these, let's check out the black magic and see if there's anything that we want more in case we run out of money. I don't think we will, but we have Thundiga, Death, Quake, and Stun. So definitely going to buy Thundiga. Death, I don't know if it is actually any good, or Quake, or Stun, actually. So I think we'll pass on the rest of the black magic for now. So we'll go buy some white and then explore the town. We want to make sure we save a slot for exit. Let's go ahead and buy Invisera and Protera, and then we'll get exit later. So down to 32,000 gil still. That's pretty good. I saw this guy standing up here earlier. Let's see what he has to say after we check the gravestones. He's just sleeping. Okay. I wonder if we interact with him later. That is a wall. I thought that was a bridge. Okay. Have to sneak our way up and through here. I remember there being... This is where the sages were that I was thinking were in one of the previous towns. 12 sages are we, guided to this land by the stars and prophecy. 4 great crystals exist in this world. The light that once shone within them is now lost. The 4 fiends of chaos block the power of the crystals, claiming it as their own. So that's what the Lich was earlier, was one of the 4 fiends. Fire, earth, water, and wind. These are the 4 forces that compose our world. The source of the 4 forces are the altars scattered all throughout the world. Defeat the fiends that have taken root there and lift up the crystal you carry to the altar. The crystal should regain its brilliance. The 4 fiends plot to rule the world, both past and present. The Fiend of Wind appeared 400 years ago, followed by 200 years later by the Fiend of Water. Together they laid waste to the civilization in the north. So I wonder if they are in the north then. The Fiend of Earth rots the land. Found him already. Where the Fiend of Fire passes, all is engulfed in flame. When all 4 crystals shine once more, return here, and all will be revealed. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us, warriors of light. Only you can do this. The volcano Mount Gulg, that's a crazy name, rises to the west of this town. The Fiend of Fire long slept within its passage, but she has awoken 200 years before her time. So it looks like we got to go west after this to Mount Gulg. Vanquish her before the world is consumed in flame. Well done, warriors of light. You have defeated the Fiend of Earth and restored the crystal's light. Sadly, it has drawn the notice of the Fiend of Fire, who was not to have stirred for another 200 years. Take this canoe and go face the Fiend in Mount Gulg. All right, sweet. We got the canoe. So that will allow us to go down rivers and stuff. So presumably there will be a bunch of rivers take us to the west. We shall see. I am Lucan. It's a guy that we've heard about earlier. I see a cycle of wrath, a dim light, guided by destiny, about which our entire future revolves. So now we have the canoe and we can go find the Fire Fiend, but I think that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, let me know in the comments and hit the thumbs up button, and go ahead and subscribe if you want to watch the rest of the series, and you can also find the series in the playlist on my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.